Hey, I'm reloaded.
Belly going stupid. Ah, let's go. Hey, let's go. Hey, yeah. Bro got a switch while he be driving truck. That's semi-automatic. Didn't change. I ain't been the same since I see Granny in that cash. Take a risk. Don't be a fool. Don't put your hands on him.
Tactical family, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tactical Mike, and I appreciate you for coming today. Listen guys, we're on the road to 26,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Also, I just want to advise we are in a safe and controlled environment. Also, I do not promote the sales or modifications of any firearms or ammunition. This video is solely for educational and entertainment purposes. Before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to T Electric. He is also a fellow gun YouTuber. His style of video is the inspiration behind mine, just in a different format. Tactical family, I have a question for you. It's 4:30 in the morning and your door is being kicked in. What are you going to do? Are you prepared to defend your house, defend yourself, defend your loved ones, your property? Do you have an action plan? If so, what is it? Now, of course, when it comes to me, I'm more than prepared. I have a plethora of firearms and options at my fingertips. What do you guys prefer to use as your primary home defense? First and foremost, are you even capable of using home defense? Are you going to be the individual who runs and hide, call the police, and then wait for the police to come? Or are you the type of individual who's going to be willing and brave enough to actually go out and defend your house, yourself, and your loved ones? Now, what I have here today is 3 different classes. These 3 classes are the primary home defense uses that most American citizens own. So in my opinion, the most used class for home defense is going to be class A. That's going to be the shotgunner. A lot of American citizens go to the shotgun for a lot of different reasons. I know some of the reasons include, all you got to do is hear and the bad guy go running. I mean, I hear that so much. I see it so much in comments. Don't be a victim. Don't believe that crap. That'll get you hurt. If a crackhead is breaking in and he's high off of meth, do you think it's really going to scare him? Probably not. Let's not just assume that that's going to scare them off. Another reason I hear people say pump action, reliability. I mean, pump actions are pretty much second to none. Another reason I hear people say pump action shotgun is because the lack of skill people think that you need to have. They say, oh, I'll just grab some buckshot or some slugs, and you don't really have to aim. You just have to have it in their general direction and you'll be able to engage your target. It's not 100% accurate. There is some truth to that. Yes, you can have something like buckshot or birdshot in your shotgun, and you can aim it generally in the direction of the intruder and you would be able to engage your target. But that's not absolute. Don't just take that and believe that you don't have to have any type of practice with your shotgun. People, like T Electric says, you have to be savage ready. So you definitely want to make sure that you are trained and proficient with whatever option you're using. Personally, I love a medley of slugs and buckshots being ran in my Class A setup. Let me know what kind of Class A setup you guys have. Shotgun, what type of ammo you running. All right, next class. We're gonna call this Class B. Whatever type of pistol you use for home defense. Some people just have one firearm. If they have a concealed carry weapon, they would use that same concealed carry weapon as their home defense and the same exact ammo. Another reason why I hear people like to use pistols for home defense is maneuverability. Being able to maneuver around corners. You don't have that giant barrel of a thing coming around the corner. Much more compact, easier to use. Another reason I hear people love to use pistols is because of all the accessories you can add to it. Flashlights, red dots, night sights, lasers, so forth and so on. People believe that night sights are like the most important thing to have on a home defense weapon. I mean, me personally, I say a flashlight is more important than night sights, but that's debatable. And of course, another reason why people like to use pistols for home defense is magazine capacity. Something that's simple like this Glock 43X with this micro dagger magazine, this holds a total of 15 rounds. That shotgun up there, of course, that's only 6 in the tube. You got 15 right here in this tiny little lightweight package. Now my next question is for the Class B users, what type of ammo are you guys using? A lot of people like to say only hollow points. There are a few old school people who say FMJs. Now me personally, I'm going to be honest, I have a mixture of both. The first rounds that I have in my magazine that will come out would be some Hornady critical defense. Of course, these are 9mm hollow point rounds. Now in that second magazine, it's a 15 round Glock mag full of nothing but FMJs. That is my contingency plan. If I have to, at the end of the day, I'm going to use whatever I have available to take a target out. I just happen to have 20 round mag of critical defense, 15 round mag of FMJs. There is one thing we definitely want to address. I don't know why some people feel like FMJs are like super powered armor piercing rounds. They're not. Yes, they can go through sheetrock and drywall, but the house I live in is a brick exterior. So people say stuff like, oh, if you use FMJs, you're gonna shoot your neighbor's cat down the street. Well, that's a really powerful round if it can clear multiple layers of drywall and studs, exit the insulation, also exit the brick exterior of my home. Then let's be mindful, entering into another individual's home, clearing through their insulation, clearing through their drywall and studs, and then hitting their cat. Come on now.
The SIG MPX and some military 9mm ball ammunition, shooting the face of the red brick. All right, boys, we shot that 9mm ball. It's military grade and super hot. We're even shooting it out of a sub gun, which makes it even hotter. So as you can see here, if you can zoom in right here, very minimal damage this red brick wall with that 9mm ball.
It's 9mm. I didn't say I was using like a armor piercing round, just a standard FMJ. All right, next class. A really popular one. AR-15s is probably almost as popular as McDonald's. Class C is the AR-15 user. Now, a lot of people have different reasons as to why they would choose different sizes of barrels, so forth and so on. Now, me personally, I'm not going to say I'm going to use a 16-inch barrel rifle as home defense. For me, that's not practical in my environment. I mean, I don't live in a mansion. I don't live on a ranch. I don't live in the country. I'm in the city. I have a normal civilian city life. But for me, if I had to, I would choose something with a shorter barrel. Now, people are going to say, oh, velocity, you lose a lot of velocity, you lose this and this. That's the point. We're talking about home defense. I'm not trying to defend myself in Iraq or Afghanistan. Home defense. I don't need the same amount of velocity a bullet can penetrate or push out through a 16-inch barrel in my home. I just want to stop the bad guy in my house. Even this 7-inch barrel here pushes out well more than enough velocity to be able to stop a savage from breaking, entering, or harming anyone who tries it. This specific class is really big. There's so many different options, so many different calibers people like to use. This bad boy is chambered in 5.56. My favorite round to shoot out of AR platforms is actually 2.23. So for those of you who would choose a Class C as your home defense, that's any type of AR platform. What type of AR are you using? And what type of ammo? So I would be using this Frontier 2.23 hollow point ammo. So all three of these options essentially are great options. Anything is better than nothing. Heck, a 22 is better than none of this. A high point is better than none of this. A brick, you get the point here. It's always better to have some type of home defense than to not have anything at all. The whole thought process here is, how are we going to stop home invasions? How are you going to protect your loved one? Do you have a plan? So guys, let's discuss this. What class would you be rocking with when it comes to your personal home defense? What type of ammo are you using? Let me know in the comments and let me know why you chose that specific option. Tactical family, it's better to be ready than to have to get ready in the time of a home invasion or something drastic happening. What do you guys think? Let me know. Peace.
Learn my ABC, became a genius, picked up 223. No jacking me, big boy Drake inside my pen, no paying me. County Benzo with no problem, 4 5 6 shit math to me. We stacking GP and made any, yeah, with G and 33.